difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it around.
Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through the second half as we are back underway in Denver. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 1 yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pick up there. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
But not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another 1st down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Reed. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about two. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He sets to fire deep. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you've done, but boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a second down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On third down, it's Reed. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for Seattle. I tell you what, the snow, not only did it not dampen the crowd's enthusiasm, they were great, but it didn't slow down the offenses either.
Let's start with the first thing you said, the crowd. Normally when it snows, what do you want to do? You bundle up, right? You don't get out of your seat. You don't cheer as loudly. That didn't happen with this crew. They were into it. And then the second part, offenses execute at a high level when you expected maybe to see a few more turnovers, the ball slip out of guys' hands. They took care of the ball in a big way.